Chiba Chiba. Chiba Chiba. Oh, getting the message that the Sentinel telescope is out of power. Well, luckily it will circle around past Kerbin and pick up the sun again and recharge itself. And this is not one of those mods where the probe will permanently fizzle out if we happen to lose power, so that's kind of good. And after we get this plane back down here to this stop, and then we're going to do a quick jump back home, we'll line up a couple of launches, I think. Closing in quick on Cape Kerbin here. Yeah, I've got some travel coming up, and I wouldn't mind doing that at Mach 2. I'm super looking forward to sitting in a plane for that long. Almost starting to run low on fuel there, actually. Down into the thicker part of the atmosphere here. Going to have to slow down or we'll overheat. In fact, let's go ahead and shut down those afterburners. visual problem now. Okay, 20 kilometers out to Cape Kerman. Transflight, we have you on approach. You are cleared for landing. On touchdown, proceed to the indicated airport terminal if directions have been transmitted to you. Well, that's great. Cape Kerman is quite a facility. We will have our choice of landing strips here. Flaps out, gear down. That will do it. Let's get these guys over to the airport terminal. All right. We'll shut down engine 2, wait for the passengers to get out. Let's see if we can see the tribute over here. Oh yeah, there we go. In fact, why don't we drive over there and have a closer look? I'll have to wait for the passengers to get off, I guess. Okay, we are back. Cat fight? What cat fight? I didn't hear cat fight. But let's go take a look at the tribute to Valentina Kerman, the first Herbo we lost in this career almost 11 years ago now. Holy cow. Where are we here? What date is it? Year 10, day 382. Yeah, just about 11 years. Holy. 11 years, and I think we just barely unlocked the mainsail. Holy crap, this is a long career. Well, Valentina Kerman, she was the first Kerbal to leave low Kerbin orbit, and in her mission, she was just doing a moon flyby, actually, in basically the Soyuz 1, the one crew. And, well, I think the scrubber failed, so she basically died of carbon monoxide poisoning. A little gruesome, but nevertheless, those are the risks of spaceflight, I guess. Well, there's a picture of of her pod that we recovered. A little tribute we made for her. Alongside here, the Jebediah carving, whatever the heck that is. Well, our next stop before we do our actual launches tonight is home, I believe. Off to KSC Redway. We are going to need to find a runway. And we do not have enough fuel. Let's top up the tanks while we're here. Is that it? Yeah. No, we don't need full tanks, actually, so let's just go, I want to sell. A little under half a tank should get us home with lots to spare. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. You got that right. Alright, let's light up engine 1. Oh, actually, you know what? We can take off from this little strip right here. That's long enough. It's close, but that'll do it. All right, 273 kilometers. Let's bring it home. so what are we doing here? So, yeah, this is a career that I started, oh boy, I guess about a year ago, and played, about 10 years of that career, and I probably was in much too much of a hurry to get out to Duna, because we are playing the Kerbalism mod, which means, yeah, there's a lot of things to consider, not just do you have enough Delta V, but do you have enough food, do you have enough air, do you have enough scrubbers, do you have enough spare parts, and do you have enough space for them to survive in, or do you have enough radiation shielding for them to survive the long trip. And as it turned out, I only had enough of all of those things for, I think, 2 out of the 4 crew that went out to Duna. So out of the 4 that went out there, only 2 came back, and well, they did come back. So there's that. It wasn't a complete loss. However, it did severely impact the reputation. The careers kind of fell out of the bottom. So it's kind of a bummer. But I kind of did pledge to come back here and do a proper Duna mission. But that means I'm going to have to spend a little more time researching some of the more advanced parts. I just finished spending, I think, 160 points on hydroponics. So that's going to give them a way to grow food. So we're 9 days away from having all the technology unlocked, but that's going to give them ways to grow food away from home. I think hydroponics included a small single dome, as well as a couple of larger hydroponics labs. So I think there was even a science part in there, actually, now that I think of it. So this hydroponics is going to unlock the ability to have a little more room on the next trip out to Duna, so hopefully that will prevent them from going nuts, ripping everything apart. Because that's kind of what happened to one of the crew. Apparently they lost their mind and had a bad day. The other one, they died of radiation exposure, which was ugly, but the other 2 made it back home. So hopefully the hydroponics will give them some ways to safely get out there. We might even do a trip down to Eve before we do our next Duna mission, as well as, where are you? Here. We have the Eve window is coming up in 416 days, so that's almost 122 days before the Duna window. That would actually give us enough time to get down to Eve and transmit some science back. So we have, where's that one? We've just finished building an Eve probe here. In fact, we might as well roll it out. One of these pads here. We'll roll the Eve probe out to KSC North. Put that underway, so it's rolled out there at least. And the next thing we'll be doing tonight, hopefully by the time we get these guys home, and we're closing in on home pretty quick, as it looks like, is we have another moon lander. This is an upgraded moon lander. Has the probe scanning arm, the new science pieces we just unlocked, as well with some of those science points we brought back from Duna. Has a few other science bits on it. So we're going to go back to the moon, and there's a couple of contracts we picked up as well. It's going to get us some science points, and get us some Bitcoin, and we'll be using this tried and true Sci Moon. This is a 7th version. I think there's still actually the 6th version still up around the moon, but it's got a lot of miles on it. It's been down probably 5 times now, I think. It's time to retire it. Okay, 80 kilometers out, time to bring this thing back down. Mach 2, things disappear pretty quickly. Coming in from the north, so we'll come out this way a bit first. Steer clear of the mountains, stay in the foothills. That should do it. Breaking through the clouds, Mach 1.6. I think you might have to slow her down. Afterburner off. Eventually, we're going to have to come back over here and take a bunch of guys camping. We do have a camping contract, but it's kind of a pain to get out here. I don't know why they put the campground 30 kilometers away. Look at the drive I'd have to make. It's ridiculous. Things got pretty hot during that descent. Luckily, this thing just came out of the shop in the full service. Alright, Transflight, we have you on approach. You are cleared for landing. Let's bring her in. Alright, we are going to have to do a little bit of time acceleration here as Sign Moon 7 is going to be 18 days out before it's ready. The crew is not even going to be ready for the 26 days, so probably just get the actual lander up tonight. Doesn't everyone do a barrel roll when they come in for a landing? Didn't even drop the flaps. That's fine. Got a big runway down here. Made our braking point in time for the entrance. That's awesome. All right, we are home. Let's wait for these guys to disembark, go collect our loot from driving, flying them up to the North Pole and back. To the quick stop at Cape Herman. All right. Nice little drum roll for effect there. Hopefully still loading. I've been running all day. I probably should have shut this thing down before starting the stream. Probably getting a lot of junk that needs to be collected in that memory, but that's okay. Let's see if we can't finish up one more launch. The missile recovery going on. Oh, that's our aircraft. there's the Eve rollout. Okay, Eve rolling out to KSC North. And rain. All right, hydroponics complete next is 8 days. That's cool. Herbalism gives a lot of warning messages that can be ignored. And occasionally ones that can't be. It's kind of tricky to pay attention to which ones you need to. Alright, Heart Herbalism Hydroponics Lab is complete. Cool. Okay, there's Simoon 7 is up next. Another 9 days to complete that construction. Yes, Seabird's craft has no batteries. Well, he hasn't been on board it for a few weeks, so I think that's going to be just fine. Let's finish up our Simoon 7. All right, now this is a big guy. I think it has to go out to KSC North or to KSC Main. I think it's the only one big enough. Oh, they're all fully upgraded now. They're all level 3. How about that? Good to know. All right, KSC Main. Roll out. Another 2 days to roll it out to the pad. All right, a mid-morning launch. Very cool. Okay, Simoon 7. No crew on this one here. Say for good luck, Simoon 7 launch. What's out there? Oh, just debris. Yeah, that's fine. Don't mess me up. VAB. Simoon 7. Launch. Clear the flight. No crew at this time. Don't need to fill the tanks, as some of them are left empty on purpose. Drum roll for good luck. Oh, these load times are getting long. I'm going to regret not restarting. Oh, there we go. I hear audio. No passengers. There we go. Ooh, some nice launch music. What do we have here? I'm just going to double check. All right, so it launches the liquids and the solids at the same time. I don't think I like that. Let's do... Oops. Let's do the solids only if the liquid's light and the Launch clamps. There we go. 4 liquid engines, and yeah, I know I probably cursed it when I said it's the old reliable. These are skippers after all. However, this is also Kerbalism, and things go haywire. All 4 engines lit. Let's go. Spectacular weather for a launch, I think. I kind of don't remember if I'm supposed to fly the crew up and then fly the whole stack out to the moon, or if I'm supposed to fly this out to the moon and meet them there. So even though I did design this, it was, oh boy, I guess that was like 8 months ago now. Gosh. RVs off. Checked. Okay, they will be recovered. Start pitching over, I guess. Anytime soon. Probably. 99 kilometers. That's just about right. Pull it away. See, how many restarts do we have in this stage? Swivels. They have 5 restarts, so that's pretty good, actually. Interesting. Of course, Kerbalism means you don't have unlimited restarts. Some engines only start once. Like those skippers, they only would light one time. I could not have relit them. Cheat. Man. That'll do it. Unfortunately, we don't have Great Probe on this one yet. I think I have unlocked a better probe, but this design doesn't have that implemented yet. Should probably come back and redesign this. 30 seconds to engine ignition. We need at least 2 of these to light. There we go. More or less on course. Let's go. Wow, all 4 engines lit. Fantastic. Over here, let's roll out of this. Attitude. Go. Second burn remaining. apoapsis here. Let's go ahead and shut this down. We don't need that right now. Indicator, we have gauges. Good enough. 102, 96 kilometers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is meant to be flown out to the moon and then the crew goes out to meet it. Let's go ahead and do that. Makes more sense anyway. Cupolas, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. I wouldn't want to send the crew out there only to find that the lander's inert by the time they get there. Make sure they got a good lander. We are looking for a little more of a polar landing here. Something up on the northwest crater or northeast crater. We'll have to go back to look at the mission parameters just to be sure, but that's a good place to start right there. Not sure what's up with that. 0 meters per second delta V. I don't think I actually need this 112 meters per second on this stage, but we'll use it anyways. Nice and slow. We have persistent rotation on, so we've got to make sure we get this locked in nice and tight. Okay. Six seconds to our TMI, I guess. Yeah, TMI. Time acceleration now. 2 seconds. 1 second go. We've only got 112 meters per second on this stage. Okay, let's back the throttle back a little bit. High engine lit, perfect. Let's drop the fairing. Okay, let's go. How many engine relights do we have on this one? 0. Oh, that's not ideal. But I think this stage is only meant to do the TMI. Yeah, here's our deceleration stage. Seconds remaining. That was pretty tight. Let's coast it out to the light a bit here. Ah, there's one of the new parts. Scanning happily. Very cool. I'm gonna have to burn that Sentinel-1 mission up into the atmosphere here. I'm starting to get tired of those warning messages.
Alright, so that's so much delta V left in this thing. No engine relights, so I have a feeling it botched that somehow. Well, let's set the course correction up here anyways. So that's our target. That's our target landing crater up there. So we need to get way high. Yeah. Let's bring perhaps this up a bit. Something it's easy to intercept. So around 45k should do it. 40k even better. Come on. Good enough. 42 meter per second burn in 2 hours. Oh. Get these solar panels out. Last thing I need to do is run out of power and run out of radio communication. There we go. And resume. Oh, while we're out here, we do have another new science piece. Let's see what it does. Jesus Christ. 3D. Oh, it's humongous. That's far out. Okay. Turn it on, or is it just on now? Running. Oh, far out. Jesus, it's gonna take 6 days? Well, guess what? We're gonna only be out here for another 2 days, so... It's not gonna get a chance to finish, but that's fine. Alright, what about that course correction burn? Will it relight one more time? Oh, it did. That's groovy. How are we doing? 64. No, let's go back a bit. $61K. And yeah, we're going to be throwing more space junk out there, but who cares? Be something for the ancient astronauts to find later, right? Okay, 50K is probably better even. Why do we have 2 of these tagged here? I doubt that's accurate. I don't know what this one is. That one, definitely not. Okay, so let's not even bother staging. Let's just do this Emmanuel. Gone. And I think these have tied to here. Nope. Let's fix that. Oh, no, here. That's it. There we go. So we have a little butt of fuel here. That'll help us slow down. The thrust to weight ratio in this thing is low. Does make landing interesting, at least that first time anyway. Alright, let's scoot along. 4 hours. Yeah, persistent rotation is working correctly. Where are you, Moon? There you go. What's up with the partial fuel tanks here? I'm not digging that. Those are full, those are full. Is that just because these are empty? These are actually just props. Oh, let's just do this. Here we go. That's better. Now we get full tanks. We had full tanks before, now it actually says we do at least. Yeah, thrust to weight ratio is not good. However, this stage should not only bring us into orbit, but also give us enough to land with as well. Well, not to land, but to do the descent burn. Once we have the descent burn in place, we can drop this tank. Cross your fingers, I guess. We'll do it. Alright, so how long is this going to take to run out here in the moon? 6 hours up in high orbit. Oh, 6 days actually, yeah. So still the same 6 days. Well, that's fine. It's going to take 6 days to finish building the crew module, I believe. Ah, look, we're getting all of our points back. Completing some contracts to get all those prestige points back after all the deaths we had out in a little trip to Duna. We now have a new strategy available, massive scale launches. Well, that's great. Massive scale launches is good for, well, actually, let's go have a look. Let's go look and see what they look like. This guy's good here for now. Still loading. Nice KSP loaded fast. KSP2 that was. Wasn't much of a game, but it loaded fast. Then again, KSP on Moto loads pretty fast too. Alright, so what do we have out here? So we just unlocked, I guess you say re-unlocked, massive scale launches. So yeah, this is all about the money. So you get an additional 40,000 with a decent sized rocket, 25 reputation points with a mass of at least 75 tons. We launch bigger than that now, I think. I should go look and see what Simon 7 was. That's about the biggest thing to launch right now. Reaching orbit with a vessel with a mass. Oh, that is massive. Reaching orbit with a vessel with a mass of 75 tons. I don't launch anything that big. You do get 40,000 funds when you recharge with a mass of 20 tons, and I think Simon 7 is pretty close to that. I think the Duna space station is pretty close to it too. Anyways, let's see what else we got here. We already have all of our strategies active. Pilot focus, to boldly go, and Duna probes. This is the one that kind of botched last time. Luckily, we still have it. To boldly go. Extra bonuses and points. And a pilot focus. Plus 100% rewards for all these different types of contracts. All pilots' performance, they have one more level of experience. That's cool too. Okay. What's Pilot Focus 3? I probably can afford that actually. Oh, I don't have a reputation though, of course. Oh, it's coming up though. I started at 15 reputation when I got back from that dreadful Duna mission. I'm up to 325 already. That is something. Well, I don't think we're going to change any of the strategies. Only for contracts. A couple of flights. Disaster relief. There's no science in this, is there? Nah. No science in that one. No science in that one. No science in that one. No science. Repair satellite doesn't even have science. Launch an Ike space station. No, thank you. Alright, well I think that wraps things up for tonight. We got the Cymoon 7 up, and the crew will be going up next. Their rocket is still in construction. It'll be ready in 2 days, another couple of days to roll it up to the pad, and we'll send them out to the moon to do some interesting sightseeing down on the South Pole. Hope to see you back for our next adventures. Have an awesome day.